Okay, how are you today? It's a
Ye-
Monday morning.
Yeah, I mean good because I woke up early and I had uh, enough uh, satisfied enough time. Mm. And
Hmm?
how was your weekend?
Oh, I had a very busy weekend. Um, like I need to do a lot of house chores, do some academic stuff like finishing my manuscripts
Ah,
and looking after my son.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm very busy. For Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, so what kind of manuscript did you scribe?
Pardon?
Ah, what kind of manuscript did you do?
Oh,
Made?
manuscript.
Yeah.
I'm writing a thesis.
Ah, your thesis.
Mm.
So in your doctorate course or master?
Yes, for masters.
For master. So
Mm.
would you mind if I ask what master do you major in today?
Sure, nothing to worry. I
Mm.
actually major, so I took up. Okay, I'm going to write it down so it would be easier for you. I took up Master of Arts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. So you can just take a look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's really very long.
Whoa, yeah, you type long.
Yeah, how about you?
Oh, how about Master of Arts in Education, major in early childhood education.
Education. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's redundant, but that's how they term my major. How about you?
Ah, my major.
Mhm.
Uh, okay.
Mhm.
Master of Science in Maritime Safety, especially in maritime traffic.
Maritime safety,
Mm,
major in maritime traffic.
yeah.
Okay.
Mm,
So that's it.
mm, mm, mm.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
The titles are really long.
Yeah.
So Master of Science in Maritime Safety, major in maritime traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The reason why in our field it's called arts because education belong to liberal arts.
Ah,
Okay.
okay.
And on the other hand,
Mhm.
engineering has something to do with science. That's why
Mhm.
you have Master of Science.
Yeah, right. That's right.
Mm.
Engineering is belong to science.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the reason why.
Mm-hmm.
I asked that before when I was in college.
Mm-hmm.
I asked my professor, "Why is it? What's the difference between Master of Arts and Master of Science?"
Mm.
And he told me about the variation of fields. And
Mm.
then I asked him, "What is higher, this or that?" It
Mm.
doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it depends on the type of job you're
Mm.
going to pursue.
Yeah, right.
So now I understand why.
You know, as for me, I really pursue art. Actually,
Mm.
I love arts. I want to study the arts, but anyway, because I have experience in ship, so
Mhm.
and I majored science in bachelor's degree,
Mhm.
so
Mhm.
now I just follow the science, but I want to make it in. I want to make a uh, combination study. I mean, uh, as I said, I want to study marine, marine spatial planning. That is
Mhm.
uh, a study of combination between art and science.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh, that's very interesting.
yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
And what's the title of your thesis?
My thesis. My thesis, uh, the study on analysis traffic pattern uh, on the coast of South Korea.
I'm sorry. The study
The study on analyze,
analysis
analyzing
analyzing mhm,
analyzing uh, marine traffic
marine traffic
pattern
person.
pattern
Uh huh.
pattern
Uh huh.
sorry pattern
Ah, pattern.
yeah pattern
Okay.
pattern pattern on on
Mhm.
on on coast on South Korea coast.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
On South Korea coast.
yeah.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
And what's the problem or what's the aim of this study?
Mm. Yeah, to give navigational uh,
Mhm.
optimized route, uh,
Mhm.
we analyzed the traffic pattern and we are aimed to find a dangerous spot
Mhm.
on sea, and if we could
Mhm.
give them the dangerous spot where that is
Mhm.
located, um,
Mhm.
maybe they could uh, consider to avoid the place.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's very good.
Mm.
Mm. Well, on my part, I study for the reading readiness.
Mm.
Okay. Well, because for me, I focus on um, enhancing
Mm.
the reading readiness
Mm-hmm.
of young children.
Leading readiness of young
Yeah.
children. Mm.
Yes, because basically, my subjects are children from 3 to 5 years old.
Oh.
So most 3 to 5 year old children
Mm.
are are not really expected
Mm.
to be fluent in reading,
Yeah. Mm.
but we can already prepare them
Mm.
so that it'll be easier for them to read
Mm.
because I observed
Mm.
from my teachings
Mm.
and from other observation that children 3 to 5 years old are
Mm.
having trouble
Mm.
on how to read, especially English.
Oh, yeah.
Mm. So what I did was to conduct a study.
Mm.
So I came up with a theory that a particular strategy
Mm.
will help every teacher and every parent
Mm.
to train the children
Mm-hmm.
so that they can easily read
Mm-hmm.
around 6 or 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
I formulated a type of test.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it was proven effective.
Mm-hmm.
hmm But of course, you really need to be consistent with the system.
Mm. Okay.
Okay, so basically, 3 to 5 years old should not be forced to read.
Mm.
So you should not force them to read.
Yeah.
They should only be assisted on
Mm-mm.
how to understand symbols,
Mm-hmm.
on how to understand pictures.
Yeah, right?
And in that manner,
Mm-hmm.
because for example, for Koreans, how
Mm-hmm.
do you read? Do you read from right to left or left to right or top to bottom? So you need to practice the child. How does the child read? Is it from this point to that point,
Mm-hmm.
from top to bottom?
Yeah.
So and also he needs to be able to relate what is A.
Mm-hmm.
What does A stand for? What does B stand for?
Mm-hmm.
So basically with these years, they should be familiar with pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm.
so they'll be able to associate the sounds.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Just I
So,
come. Yeah, sorry. Sorry.
mm,
I
it's
cut you.
okay.
Yeah. Uh, I just come up with mention very famous talents in Korea.
Mhm.
Uh, he said uh, even though her daughter could not read love in Korean
Mhm.
language, um,
Mhm.
they think that's okay because
Yes.
even though she couldn't read with the character love, the letter love, uh,
Mhm.
but she will understand what is love
That's
in
true.
their family.
That's
So,
true.
as you mentioned, for 3 to 5 years, uh, young children, they
Mhm.
need emotional and symbolical and some some voice uh,
Mhm.
is very important to them because
Mhm.
yeah, that is maybe uh, the readiness of
Mhm.
young children to study before
Yes.
they get into the school.
That's true.
Yeah.
But the problem in the Philippines is that most parents would force their children to read at a very young age. So I have encountered children who can read the symbols but do not understand the symbols at all.
Yeah, right.
And that's a very big problem nowadays.
Yeah. I
mm.
want to add one mention more. In
Mhm.
case of Korea, uh,
Mhm.
we also asked to teach our child uh, before than other child. I
Mhm.
means uh, my many parents struggle to teach their child earlier than other, so
Mhm.
they started earlier, but they after finish high school study,
Mhm.
uh, when they get into the university,
Mhm.
they start play without studying, not studying. So that is a big problem of Korea because when I heard about American education, even
mhm.
though uh, they have not studied
Mhm.
eagerly till their high school period.
Mhm.
They start their study from university, but
Mhm.
very hardly. So that is very effective way to them. They can
Mhm.
develop themselves because they know why they study. The
That's
reason why. Yeah,
true.
yeah, yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, that's very good.
Mm. Anyway, could you
Mm.
start?
Sure, I'm prepared with that. I'm supposed to share the page.
Yeah.
Yeah, so because we cannot just continue with
Yeah.
we cannot just continue with free
Yeah.
talking,
Yeah. Yeah.
So yes, yes, let's continue. So that would be on page 61.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
And yeah, we really need to be very serious. So the last question that you were answered is if you were fond of doing shopping,
Mm, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what's the next question? It's
Um.
not yet being posted on my end. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. I already uploaded my answer to your
Mm-hmm.
BBS, so you can
Yes, it's
check.
showing out on my end. Yes.
Yeah. And the
Mm-hmm.
second question. That was second question. Who
Mm-hmm.
does most of the shopping in your family? Yeah.
Okay, so for you, who does most of the shopping?
Maybe I think my second older sister is a best shopper in my family. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
as I heard from my father says, uh, ah, sorry, as I heard my father says, she has had a lot of item list she wants to get and taken any action for it. Mm.
Okay, yes. Maybe I think my second older sister is the best shopper because she's the only one. So instead of you
Yeah,
use the article the. So
the.
maybe I think my second um my I mean the my second eldest sister
Mm-hmm.
eldest. is, or my second sister. No, wait. Yeah, the second eldest sister is the best shopper in our family.
Elder
In
sister.
our,
Elder
in
sister.
our family.
In our
Hmm.
family. In our family. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
As I heard, my father
Mm-hmm.
said because it's already passed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So instead of says, it should be said.
Mm-hmm.
SAID.
Mm-hmm.
She had a lot of uh, she had a lot of lists of items
List of items.
that she wanted to get,
Mm.
and she does all the action, or she does every action. She does every action.
Maybe she did.
Yeah, she did. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, it's past.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she did every action
Yeah.
to complete it.
Action to complete it. Ah, okay.
Yes, that's it.
So, I had a question in our checkbox.
Hmm.
Uh, elder is right, or older is right?
Eldest,
Eldest, eldest.
second eldest sister.
Second eldest sister.
Yes,
Okay.
that's it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Now let's move on to the second one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the third question: what is your favorite dish?
Yeah.
This
Okay.
is a far, far away question.
Yeah.
What is your favorite dish?
I love to eat 청국장, a
Mm-hmm.
Korea traditional soybean paste soup.
Mm-hmm.
Although many people say it smells worse, like feces,
Mm-hmm.
I think its taste is world best.
Okay. So this the statement is good.
Mhm.
Okay. I love to eat cheonggukjang. Mm-hmm. It smells worst.
Mm.
Okay. Actually, there are no grammatical errors here, but I would suggest to
Mhm.
better use the common English expressions.
Mhm.
Like instead of saying I think its taste is world's best.
Mhm.
Okay, um I think it mm, it tastes. This is actually correct. So
Mm.
let me just check on some expressions here, but I guess we would accept this. I think I think it tastes like the world's best. I
I
think it tastes.
so.
That's why I think
Mhm.
I think
Mhm.
it tastes
Mhm.
like the world's
Mhm.
best dish.
Mhm.
So it'll be better if you complete your statement.
Mhm.
So I think. Oh no, that shouldn't be you. I
Mhm.
think it tastes like the world's best, or I think it tastes like it's. I'm sorry. I tried to type as fast as I can, so I had an error. I think it tastes.
Mhm.
You can check it at the chat box.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
it is
Mhm.
the world's best dish. Okay.
Mhm.
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 That's it.
Okay. So you mean the taste is not used for noun, but used as verb, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's it.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the minor correction there.
Mm-hmm.
And moving on.
Mm.
So again, my page is just loading so slow. So
Okay.
let's just go to number 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so number four. What is your no, that's number four. This number five is how do you spend your weekends?
Mm, number four is what do you do in your spare times? But do you want number five?
Ah, okay, one moment. Let me just see here. Because it's not okay, yes.
Yeah. Mm. Okay. So for the
So
catch,
it should be go
yeah, for
ahead.
the question number four,
Mhm.
I answer it. I read books. Is my
Mhm.
leisure hobby. I
Mhm.
think reading books on various fields is much beneficial to my life.
Mhm. Okay.
Mhm.
It's not actually posted here.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, yes, reading books are I mean are really beneficial. It would really help us a lot.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
Mm. And moving on, how
Mhm.
do you spend your weekends?
Okay. I usually meet some people who are considered very precious in my life,
Mm.
and also do some works I postponed to do during weekdays.
I need to clarify this because
Mhm.
I'm confused with what you really mean to say. You said I usually meet some people who are considered very precious in my life.
Mm.
So how do you spend your weekends?
Ah,
Uh, okay, and then you said, and also do some works I postpone to do during weekends. So are you trying to say that I postpone some works that I'm trying to do during weekends
mm.
because I need to meet the people who are considered very precious in my life?
ah, I mean the first
Uh-huh.
sentence and the second sentence separate. That is not linked.
Ah, okay,
That
okay.
is not linked at meaning.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what do you mean with the second sentence? And also do some works I postpone to do during weekends.
Uh,
What do you mean by that?
I mean that because uh,
Mm-hmm.
as I understand, the fifth question is, uh,
Mm-hmm.
what
Mm-hmm.
kind of job do you do in during weekends?
Yes, or what do you do during your weekends?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah. So I answered, I meet my friends and I do some work I postponed.
Ah, so meaning,
Yeah.
for example, you have some task around Tuesday or Wednesday, and you
Mm.
were not able to complete it.
Ah,
You
yeah,
do it
right.
during the weekends.
Yeah, 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 right.
Ah, okay. So it should be stated this way.
Ah, okay.
And also,
Mm-hmm.
um, it's already redundant if you use and also. So
Mm-hmm.
you just choose one, and or also.
Okay.
So which one will you use, and or also?
I want to use and.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be better if you use also rather
Mm-hmm.
than and.
Ah,
If
okay.
you will, if you're going to use it in a sentence. So
Mm-hmm.
also,
Mm-hmm.
also,
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
complete.
Mm.
I complete the tasks
Mm. The task
that were
that were
postponed
postponed
during the weekends.
during the weekends,
During the weekdays.
during weekdays. Mm.
The weekdays, because weekdays would include Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Ah, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I complete the tasks that were postponed during the weekdays. Ah, wait. Also, also,
Mm-hmm.
it is during the weekend
Mm-hmm.
that I complete the
Mm-hmm.
tasks that were postponed during the weekdays.
Mm.
Okay? So I can actually write that on the feedback box.
Okay,
I
thank
mean,
you.
not the feedback box, on the chat box.
Ah.
there. So
I see.
also, it is during the weekend that I complete the tasks that were postponed during the weekdays.
It is during the weekends,
Ends.
and
Oh, there should be S there. Weekends.
ah, it is during the weekends that I complete. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Mm. Unless you would like to specify the days,
Uh,
like postponed during Tuesday and Wednesday,
uh-huh.
like that, instead
Mm.
of saying the weekdays.
Weekdays. Okay.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And now let's move on to question number 6.
Yeah.
What is your favorite sport?
Um, I don't like sports game, but I'd like to climb a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I go to a nearby mountain and enjoy the nature, such as bird sounds and fresh air.
Okay. Your idea is very good. I don't like sport games, but I'd like to climb a mountain.
Mm.
So it'll be better to say I don't like playing sports,
Mm-hmm.
but I like to climb mountains.
Climb mountains. Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
I climb, not go.
I climb.
Sometimes I climb to a nearby mountain
Mm-hmm.
and enjoy and enjoy its nature.
It's nature.
ITS.
Yeah.
Its nature, such as the sound.
Mm-hmm.
I think you need to be specific, such as the chirping of the birds.
Mm-hmm. Shaping.
Yeah, chirping of, I'm typing it,
Yeah.
chirping of the birds
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
fresh air. So that's correct.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
And time's up.
Mm.
I mean, time is really fast. I didn't notice it.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
very
okay.
thank you. Yeah.
But
Thank
it's
you.
okay.
No.
We're on time. It's on time.
Mm.
Anyway, thank you so much for your participation.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you have a wonderful day today. And yeah, I hope we will finish our theses.
Okay. Have
Yeah.
a pretty and beautiful day. Bye.
Yeah, you too. Goodbye.
Bye.